Boredom. It's strange, isn't it? We live in an age where entertainment is endless. A device in our pocket can give us millions of movies, songs, books, even entire worlds to escape into. And yet, more than ever before, people complain of being bored. But boredom is not really about the lack of things to do. It's not even about routine itself. It's about something deeper. A quiet voice in the background asking, "Is this all there is?" Boredom isn't just an empty space in time, it's discomfort. It is the friction we feel between the mind that craves meaning and the reality that feels repetitive, predictable, or dull. That's why you can be busy every hour of the day and still feel bored. Because boredom isn't about the absence of activity. It's about the absence of engagement, of aliveness. The human mind is restless by nature. When life becomes predictable, when every day becomes a copy of the last, the mind revolts. It starts asking for novelty, for challenge, for something that pulls us out of the sameness of existence. Why routine feels like a trap? Routine, in itself, isn't bad. It's the foundation of discipline, learning, and mastery. But the paradox is this: the same routines that give us stability are also the ones that make us feel trapped. Wake up, eat, work, sleep, repeat. Soon, the cycle becomes invisible. Life loses texture. The days blur into weeks, the weeks blur into years, and eventually, you wonder where all that time went. This is why so many people chase entertainment, distractions, or addictions, because for a brief moment, they feel alive again. They escape routine. But this kind of escape doesn't solve boredom. It only hides it temporarily. What if boredom isn't the enemy? What if boredom is a signal, a kind of inner compass telling us something is wrong? Boredom is the mind's way of warning us. You're living too small. You're not being challenged enough. You're ignoring something important inside you. In fact, boredom can be the starting point of creativity. Many great thinkers, Nietzsche, Schopenhauer, Kierkegaard, saw boredom as a gateway to higher thought. Because when the surface distractions fade, the mind is forced to face itself. The problem is, most people don't sit with boredom long enough to hear its message. Instead, they smother it with noise, endless scrolling, mindless consumption, anything but silence. So how do you escape boredom without simply distracting yourself? The answer is paradoxical. It's not about running away from routine. It's about transforming it. Here's how: seek depth, not novelty. Most people think the cure to boredom is to try new things, but real escape doesn't come from more novelty. It comes from more depth. When you dive deeply into something, whether it's writing, painting, cooking, learning, it transforms. What once felt repetitive becomes infinite. Create micro-adventures in the ordinary. Life doesn't have to be extraordinary to feel alive. Walk a different street. Learn a new skill. Talk to a stranger. Even the smallest shifts can spark wonder again. Embrace stillness. Instead of fearing boredom, sit with it. Ask yourself, what is this boredom trying to tell me? What am I avoiding? What do I truly long for? Often, boredom points to something we've been ignoring, a dream left unlived, a passion unexplored, a self undiscovered. Break the autopilot routine isn't the problem. Autopilot is. The moment you stop paying attention to what you're doing, life collapses into dull repetition. But when you bring awareness, when you eat slowly, walk consciously, listen deeply, even the smallest actions feel alive again. The paradox of escaping boredom. The real way to escape boredom is not by endlessly seeking new stimulation. It's by learning to see the ordinary in extraordinary ways. A cup of tea, a walk in the park, a conversation with someone you love. These things are repeated daily. And yet, within them are infinite layers of meaning if we're awake enough to notice. The philosopher Alan Watts once said, "This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now." That's how you escape boredom. By realizing there is no ordinary moment. There is only now. So the next time you feel bored, don't rush to escape it. Don't drown it with noise. Instead, see it as a mirror, a reminder that you are hungry for more life. And remember, boredom is not the absence of meaning, it is the hunger for it. The question is, are you willing to listen?